Guess what we're drinking today? But wait, if it's your first time to Sipping Tea with Eve, welcome. I'm Eve. Sipping Tea with Eve is a relaxed space for us to take care of ourselves, reflect on lessons, happy dance on blessings when it comes to how we show up as leaders. Let's get this tea brewing. So you already know how it goes. We start off with the tea of the day and then jump into my leadership strategy tip of the day. So I have my detox tea this particular recipe provided by El Hagan, who is in Philadelphia. If you guys don't know him, go find him. He's absolutely amazing. So it's my detox tea. The first tea that's in here is dandelion root. So most people know dandelion is basically like a weed that kind of grows everywhere, but it's actually a pretty powerful plant. I'm almost done sipping on my tea. It's like my third cup. Dandelion tea, this one is particularly dandelion root. The tea is made from the leaves, the flowers, the roasted root of the flower, and it's part of the daisy family. It's completely edible. So if you're vegan or vegetarian and know some really cool recipes, that is made with like dandelions. I know people who make sandwiches with them. Like, let me know. I'm always looking to try out new things. So dandelion is actually really powerful. It's in my detox tea because it helps, it's like a diuretic. So it helps the body eliminates like excess water, helps reduce water weight through the kidneys. Is mostly because of its high potassium content. So which can signal the body to flush out a lot of sodium, right? Which is always really good. So diuretics are really good for, fluid retention and, relieving fluid retention, PMS and bloating. Another benefit of it is that it helps improves the liver function because it has a great deal of antioxidants. So it's been shown to protect the liver from cellular damage. So make sure there's no toxicity in the liver in that part. And then I think I have one more note for that a friend shared with me. So yes, it helps improve digestion and gut flora. So it has the good bacteria in it, right? Which can really help with decreasing bloating, gas, and general digestive discomfort. So it's in my detox tea. I love it. A lot of people make bitters from dandelion greens, which is also a remedy for digestive, issues. So get your dandelion root. It's great. So we're going to be talking about habitudes of a leader. And I made that word up. I'm very proud of myself. So habits and attitudes. Let's first define what a habit is. So a habit is a settled or regular tendency or practice, right? Especially one that is hard to give up, right? So habit, practice, right? Attitude is a settled way of thinking or feeling about someone or something, right? Typically reflects your behavior. So attitude, behavior. So when it comes to a leader, your attitudes, your behavior will influence your practices, your habits. So I have a few habitudes that came to mind when speaking to a couple of clients that I feel like are very powerful to make sure you keep up on a daily basis. Because remember, being a leader first starts with you, right? You need to be the leader. You need to inspire yourself. You need to have the right practices and attitudes and behaviors and beliefs first before you can then inspire other people to do so. So the first one is delegation, right? So the behavior that I would say that would go with delegating, right? A major challenge for most entrepreneurs is basically giving your baby away, right? So you need to develop a behavior and then develop a practice of delegating to ensure that your business grows. So you need to make sure you answer questions like, do you trust the people on your team, right? Are you training people the way that they need to be trained in order for them to carry on the organization without you being there? Remember, what I say in the strategy in the beginning is that your business needs to be built to run and built for now. Your business needs to be able to run without you. So developing an attitude, a positive attitude about giving certain tasks in your business away is a very important aspect for an entrepreneur as you're growing to establish and to practice that and practice delegating in a way that is sustainable, right? The next tip that I have is networking skills, right? Every entrepreneur, this, every startup CEO, every founder, networking skills. You got to be ready at all times. Granted, there is a thing such as, quiet leaders. And quiet leaders can move and shake the game. If you're an introverted leader, please let me know. I would love to hear what are some of the behaviors, right? What attitudes do you show up in when you go to a meeting or go on a panel to help make sure that you are still just as powerful as those extroverted leaders, right? So a behavior for a entrepreneur, a leader in networking skills is to behavior and attitude that I would say is just, again, practicing and putting yourself in places where you can, talk and share and have the attitude of just being completely authentic, right? Just sharing, just sharing and like giving yourself away, right? It makes networking feel seamless and effortless, that you're not like trying to put up a front. You don't ever want to do that, right? And the practice is, again, the habit that you should always instill is to keep putting yourself in places where you can practice that and firm that up. And the last tip I would say, for a habitude, we talked about delegation, we talked about networking skills. The last thing I would say is financial management for your own personal self, right? You want your business to thrive, but an attitude that even I place is that I think of financial management, the attitude and behavior that I attach with it is abundance, right? I have a great friend, Miyako. He's really amazing. He always just like, I'm rich. I'm always rich. And I love that attitude because with that, you manifest the practices to ensure that you are rich. So you practice great financial management. You practice your own personal budgeting, your own personal auditing, because that mindset and that behavior you would want to make sure is instilled in the people that work with you. Okay, so to wrap up, we talked about habitudes, habits, and attitudes. Habits are practices that you do every single day. Attitudes are behaviors and certain mindset that you have. And both of them together, habitudes, I really like this word, are very important for leaders. And we talked about networking, financial management, and delegation, and how you need to ensure that every single day or on a reoccurring basis, you ensure that you're acting upon your habitudes as a leader. So I hope that was helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. See you next time. Until then, stay sipping.